What is going on, you guys? Welcome to the Purple and Gold Perspectives podcast. I'm your host, Mike Javid, and today we're just going to be discussing everything with the Lakers right now. What new updates, like everything, what needs to change, what's going well. Let's get right into it. So, Lakers, as of now, are 23-12. As I'm recording this, they just lost to the San Antonio Spurs. It was kind of close, but Lakers, it never really felt like the Lakers were in control outside of maybe 1 point in the second quarter, where Luka came back in. The offense, 0 points when Luka was on the bench. He came back in, 11-0 run. Lakers led 34-30, and then after that, Spurs just gained control for the rest of the game. I think the biggest problem right now with the Lakers is that there's no third creator. It's just Luka and LeBron, and then when Luka's or LeBron's out, for example, against the Spurs, you have guys like Nick Smith Jr., you have Jake LaRavia, DeAndre Ayton, they're creating shots. Even with Rui out, there's no other creator on this team. So the offense, they were literally just doubling Luka, and then the Lakers, they couldn't execute on the 4-on-3. So I think that's just the biggest problem right now. Um, I mean, like Austin Reeves, he's having a great season, averaging about 27 points a game or 26 and a half points per game, 6 assists and 5 rebounds on good efficiency. So like losing a guy like that, it does hurt because you have a guy like LeBron who's gonna be that second option when he's healthy. And LeBron has been aggressive as a scorer. Like over his last couple games, he's averaging like 25 points per game over his last couple games, like 30 against New Orleans, 26 and 31 against Memphis, 24 against the Kings. Rockets, he did struggle on Christmas, but it's all good. Or excuse me, that was the Pistons. He had 17 points. He also struggled against Houston. But I do think LeBron, he's getting back into his rhythm ever since coming back from injury. He was like, he didn't score 10 points that one game against Toronto. He just like averaging maybe like 15 points a game, good efficiency, kind of in like that Draymond Green role. But ever since Reeves has gone down, LeBron's been that second option that we need him to be, averaging close to like 22 points a game. But the problem is when LeBron's creating, he's not going to play defense, and neither is Luka. So the defense is also cooked because you have two defensive liabilities at times. Like even last night, though, to be fair, the defense it was pretty good. But then you have guys fighting like these role players: Marcus Smart, Jared Vanderbilt, Jake LaRavia, Nick Smith Jr., Gabe Vincent sucks, by the way. They're all playing defense or all like at least trying on that end. But then you have like guys like Luka who just don't care. They're just not playing. They don't care about defense. They're just trying to rest. They're guarding the worst players and hoping they'll miss shots and be a liability on that end, which usually never happens. They're just cutting to the rim and because Luka's falling asleep off the ball. Next, what do I think the Lakers should do, or what should they do come trade deadline? This is actually pretty tough. You have three notable expirings, four if you want to count LeBron, but you have Rui Hachimura, you've got Gabe Vincent, and you've got Maxi Kleba. Kleba and Vincent both are making 11 mil a year. Rui's making about 17 mil a year. You have one tradable first round pick in 2031. I'd personally like to keep that. It doesn't really make sense. You're not going to win anything with this era. With Luke and LeBron, I said they were contenders maybe like 6 weeks ago. That was a bad take by me. This team is just not. I don't even think they'll win a playoff series. I think there's even a chance we fall to the play-in, which is crazy. If I had to put my money on it, we don't win a playoff series. The only team I think we could beat in the top six, if everything goes right, maybe Minnesota. But I can't even say that because they just beat us last year. But so for this deadline, a lot of Laker fans are they're trying to say, okay, let's trade Gabe Vincent, Rui, connect, and let's buy with that first round pick. If the Lakers do that, realistically, what's the ceiling? The realistic ceiling. People are gonna say championship, which I get. You have Luka and LeBron, but let's be realistic here. This team wouldn't make it past the second round if the Lakers made a trade like that. A guy like Nick Claxton, like, sure, but he's a good player. He's a good fit on our team, but like the Lakers just they shouldn't do that. Why not just get a center next year in free agency? You have guys like Walker Kessler. Let's overpay for Kessler and steal him from the Jazz. That'd be a pretty good idea. He can be the starting center of this team. He's still really young as well, and it would be a great fit next to Luka with Luka and Reeves. So personally, I think a guy like Rui Hachimura, he's a good player. Obviously, he's had a good season, but like at times he's just not really playing great defense, and whenever he's not hitting shots at a good rate, it's kind of hard for him to be on the floor at times. So like Lakers sending Rui somewhere, giving a team a chance to buy on a solid role player who can hit shots consistently. He's been hitting shots very consistently this year, shooting look it up, but he's shooting about 40%, 44.5% from three. So send him, you could get expiring, you could get maybe a young player, maybe a first, maybe a couple seconds, lottery protected first. I would take it because Rui's going to demand some money this offseason, and the Lakers, they should be trying to just free up as much money for the summer as you got. You have guys like Tari Eason going to be a restricted free agent. Rockets, they didn't pay him, so we'll see what happens there. Same thing with Walker Kessler. Like a guy like Rui, Gabe, Vitz, and Kleba, they're already off the books, and like no team would really want them. But if a team did want them, hey, why not get a second round pick or two? Probably won't happen, but just saying. With LeBron, my I had to take a couple weeks ago where I said the Lakers. I was debating on this with a couple of other Laker fans I know. They were kind of saying we were all kind of agreed like LeBron is just a great fit on this team, and I think it might be best to just. No team's gonna really trade for him, but with the way he's playing now, it's kind of hard to say. But if you wanted to say like maybe a couple weeks ago, we were kind of having this take like, is it best for the Lakers just to cut him, to buy him out? Like he could spend his last couple years wherever he wants, like Golden State, even Dallas, if they keep AD, but it doesn't really sound like they will. And just there's a bunch of other teams I think would go after him. So you could just sign him in. He could still keep majority of his money from his contract on the Lakers. So it's just an interesting idea. I don't really think it would happen. I know it actually definitely wouldn't happen, but it honestly might be best for the team. Just like I wouldn't say best for the team, but it would kind of like it's really hard to say, but he's on expiring. Like we're not going to bring him back anyways. We're not winning anything, so it might just be best for him and winning. I don't know how hot of a take that is, but I thought it was a pretty interesting idea, and I think it's actually pretty reasonable. Anyways, who should like be in the Lakers rotation? This is the last thing we'll discuss tonight today. Personally, I think it should be like something like Luka, when healthy, Reeves, but currently Marcus Smart. I think honestly, Jake LaRavia should be starting over Rui. I really like his game. He has a lot more size. He can shoot threes, even though his shot has been inconsistent this year. He's a better defender and so a high IQ player. I really like his game. Then LeBron at the four, then DeAndre Ayton off the bench. I really don't understand why Gabe Vincent's even playing anymore. Should definitely be Nick Smith, only Nick Smith. Dalton Connect has also been getting minutes recently, which he's just all right. He's not great, not bad. Defensively, he's shown a little bit of improvement this year, but he's still got more work to do on that end. And then shooting the ball, hasn't been that good this year. Rui off the bench, then Jared Vanderbilt. I wouldn't even mind starting Vando and then Reeves. Like a lineup of Luka, Reeves, Vando, LeBron, Aiden. I wouldn't even mind that, honestly. And off the bench, they'd have Nick Smith. have still Marcus Smart. Marcus, you don't really need Gabe Vincent when you just have a better version of him and Marcus Smart. Then you have like Jake LaRavia, Rui, then Jackson Hayes off the bench. Maxi Kleba, he shouldn't be playing. He hasn't really been playing that much recently, but he's just not good, I don't think. He does have some size though, which could help. Uh then like Jackson Hayes also. Good lob threat. He played really well against San Antonio. He's had a good season, but honestly, if a team would buy on him, I wouldn't mind trading him, try to get a second round pick for him. Because I don't know if Lakers will be able to keep him in free agency. Actually, we probably could, but he's pretty replaceable. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. I appreciate you guys for listening and tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Peace out.